Andrew, I guess we've been scratching our heads. Why now? Why ahead of the final sitting fortnight of the year? Is it just ticking the box or what is it when it comes to this religious freedom legislation, Andrew?
Yes, Kieran, the Religious Freedom Bill back for the final two parliamentary sitting weeks of the year under the new Attorney-General Michaelia Cash this time, with some amendments including taking out the so-called Israel Folau clause, which aimed to ban employers from sacking people for expressing religious views out of work. This appears to be an attempted wedge on Labor and the at least partial delivery of an election promise, with the bill now expected to go through the House and then be punted off to a Senate committee. But I've had MPs from the left and right of the Liberal Party sounding off about this to me this morning, so the PM might be wedging himself. And I understand that the member for Longman, Terry Young, actually questioned in a briefing with Michaelia Cash yesterday whether the bill actually meant that, and I quote, "If you say you're from a religious group, you might actually be sacked." One right-wing MP actually said to me they didn't believe Mr Morrison, quote, cared a rat's backside over religious freedom, used another word than backside, end quote, but wanted to say he tried and Labor held it up. Perhaps a bit unkind of the Prime Minister, who is big on his religion. The bill contains provisions to override state laws and to ensure that hospitals, schools and aged care homes run by religious groups would be able to prioritise the hiring of people of the same religion. There is a view here that to at least be seen to be doing something on this will help the government in an increasingly religious Western Sydney. And no doubt on Scott Morrison's mind, some of these comments by Labor's Chris Bowen about the voters of Western Sydney following the last election.
I've noticed as I've been around during the election campaign and even in the days since, as people have stopped me in the street to wish me the best in the leadership ballot or just stop to talk about what happened in the election, how often it has been raised with me that people of faith no longer feel that progressive politics cares about them. These are people with a social conscience who want to be included in the progressive movement. We need to tackle this urgently. I think this is an issue from the federal election that we simply haven't yet focused on.